All right, it says we're live, so here we are, guys. Welcome, 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 everybody. It's over here. Hey, Snail Viva, Lucid Boar, and Milanessa, as well as Ijumo. What's up, guys? We're just gonna be painting Gimplit's Glutton Gut today. We built him on Friday evening for the Weekend of Return Part 1, and we'll be painting him tonight. I don't expect too many people to show up, as I'm pretty sure it's the Super Bowl tonight. But wanted to space it out a little bit. So, for those who do show up, I guess we can just get right into it. Pull this a little bit closer so you guys see what I'm up to. The paint or what this dude is supposed to smell like. How do I want to do this? Pretty paint-like. These dudes are supposed to smell as disgusting as humanly possible. Diseased, rotting amounts of flesh. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's do Cabalite green. It's a little bit brighter than the others, so it might look good as its base. Make the gut like Nurgling green or something. Yeah, alright. Let's get my smallest brush. Just what I tend to go for. Dip it in water. Alright, let's get started, guys. Would you like me to play some tunes of any kind, or is this good? We are down to 2 people. That's a shame. Oh well. At least we got some folks. Alright, fair enough. We're starting off with a lively Cabalite green. I usually go with Caliban green, which is right here. But that's what I paint a lot of my guys, but this one is ever so slightly more vibrant. Not as dark and mossy as the other one. So I tend to like to go with this one for my smaller models. I tend to go bigger the model, the darker the base. I don't know, it just kind of makes sense for me. Or the more demonic or blessings, I guess. I don't know. Nurgle theme soundtrack. I don't know. I honestly, Nurgle has not been in too many of the games. They mainly kind of focused on what do you call it? At least for the Total War games. However, in the next Total War game, they are going to be having the Demon Clan, so there might be some sort of Nurgle theme. After I do a little bit more painting, though, I will Google it and see if I can put that on at some point. Getting that base color down for now. I'm liking how I think I'm gonna like how this turns out. Yeah, I think there's actually one skin for a champion of Nurgle for Vermintide 2. One, I think. I've never played Vermintide, but it looks really cool. I like those types of wave defense games. But yeah, I think that there might be one champion of like Nurgle skin or player. At least that's what it looked like when I was checking some stuff out. Yeah, unfortunately, in the video games, he doesn't get much love. However, in the lore, he is quite a distinguished chaos god. He's like the main force in the most recent lore thingy, Age of Sigmar. Him and his Glotkin and all the other armies. They were the most distinguished, in my opinion. And again, I might be biased. All right, Nurgle's your favorite. He is my favorite too. I appreciate that he's not really, although he's considered a dark god, he isn't like necessarily evil. He's very paternal like, very generous. Because he might be the god of plagues and death, but he is also the god of rebirth and survival. So, a lot to think about when considering the true nature of the kindest of the dark gods. Take the word kindness with a pinch of salt, though. Exactly. He really is just like a grandfather type figure, and his entire realm of chaos is just one massive, like jungle-like garden. The plague gardens of Nurgle. There's just these massive, deformed, plagued gardens. Pretty much, it's pretty self-explanatory, but the representations I've seen of it in media or drawings or attempted recreations are pretty cool. He's just like a grandfather guy. He loves each and every one of his little fellows, no matter how small they are. So I was kind of drawn to his faction from the beginning because it's a lot more, I don't know, family esque. Oh, I did not know that there was a tank enemy of Nurgle. Because it kind of would make sense because the much like the Skaven, Nurgle and his soldiers are in fact plague bearers, and Skaven are too, technically. At least Clan Pestilence is. Brett. I know of no Bretts, but I am Mike. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that must be Lucid Boar. Well, I'm doing just fine, just painting away. Make our little guy here look as handsome as possible. Trying to get an idea of what is on the border and what is not of the undercarriage of this beast. You guys are doing well, though, like always. Hello there, Jinx. Welcome to the stream. We're just painting some models right now. Just taking it easy for the weekend of return. Doing something I'm passionate about and talking to you guys along the way. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Lucid. Everybody's welcome. It's not extremely exciting as I'm just painting some models. And I am not the best painter, but I do enjoy it quite a lot, and I am proud of all my models. Let's not forget the tail. There needs to be gotten. All right, it's looking all right so far. Oh, cool. I thought that the Tyranids are one of the cooler looking armies from 40K when I go to the Games Workshop store to buy stuff. Um, I always take a look at them, see if there's any new models for them, and at least in the store. 'Cause they are pretty cool to look at. Not very caught up on the 40K lore, though. I know a little bit about the Empire of Man. Other than that, I'm pretty clueless. Then again, I'm kind of the same way when it comes to Sigmar. I only know about the end times, which basically is kind of like the main thing of Age of Sigmar, but stuff happens. Maybe I'll get more educated on that during one of my better classes or classes that I'm better off in that I don't need to divert all my attention to. Oh, well, thank you, Snail. All right, I think I got the main coat down. I'll get the claw a little bit more just so I can real feel confident about how that's looking. I also need to get around here. Now I just need to do the little edge of the undercarriage, and then we can start on the belly. And after I do the belly, we'll get into more finer details, as well as the tentacles, of course. How could I forget about the tentacles? It's a trick question. You don't forget about the tentacles. Very important. The lore is pretty cool. Or at least what I've seen of it is pretty cool. It's always a rabbit hole, though. How's this looking? Looking good so far. I just forgot his other claw for some reason. I don't know why I just kind of skipped over that. A little bit in there. Doing good. Making progress. Painting right along. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is the most popular that I know of horde survival game or wave survival. It's a cool game from what I've seen. Honestly, never played it. I haven't played a lot of games. Be easier for me to just list out the few games that I have played. Think I got it done. All right, all right, all right. So now we're gonna go with a putrid Nurgling green color to get that belly and face, basically like the undercarriage of a slug. There we go. B4B. What's that? Yes, this is all special Warhammer paint. It even has like fun names like Screaming Skull, which is like a milky white color that you use for like bones or other weird stuff. Or we have Zarius Purple, which purple, Caliban Green, Bealtan Green, Cantor Blue, Corn Red, Corn, Blood for the Blood God. And Nurgling Green. Nurglings are like the lesser demons of Nurgle. I do have my own little Nurgling models, but I actually painted them Sons of Horus Green because I, at the time, did not own Nurgling Green. So I just painted them Sons of Horus Green because that was the lightest shade of green that I had at the time. Back for blood, I see. I gotcha. Sounds pretty expensive. If there's no story mode or anything, then that seems like a lot of money just for a party-based game. All right, let's get down to business with this Nurgling Green, shall we? Ooh, I like that color combo. Painting models this size always reminds me of last winter when I painted my Feculent Gnarlmaw, which in my opinion is my greatest paint job. This color combo looks pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Really captures that slug-like look that we're going for, you know? Yucky slug. Not too yucky, just yucky. Nurgle yucky, not other type of yucky. Nurgle has his own type of yucky. Paint dries somewhat fast because I mean, it's not like I'm painting it on a wall or anything in thick layers. Painting enough for that the color to shine through. And time flies when you're painting these, so you know. It doesn't take too long depending on how much you put on. Nurgling green paint dries significantly faster than most of my other paints, as it is technically a dry paint. But I'm not gonna complain. It's one of my favorite. It's my favorite color of paint that I have. It's gonna be tricky to get it up on the face without messing up the other paint, though. I think I'm gonna have to go back through and do the edges again just to be safe after I'm done painting everything else. Snails over slugs. Welcome, Stormcloak Guard. Welcome to the party indeed. Good to see some familiar faces. We're just painting gemplets. Can look nice and handsome, or it. We don't discriminate. It's kind of hard to tell with demons of Nurgle, though, because they all are so deformed and maniacal to the point where they don't really say much else than putrid songs of growth and disease. I'm pretty sure these are technically demons. Beasts of Nurgle are. I know for certain that they aren't human. They are no such maggotkin. That probably would me too. But hey, I don't really know if demons and Warhammer have genders. I guess they technically do. There are female demons. At least I've seen in Slaanesh. I don't know though. Not too cultured in demon culture. I just think the Nurgle ones look pretty gnarly. Woo! Looking nice. Yeah, I really am liking this color combo. I'm glad I went with Caliban instead of Cab- Cabalite instead of Caliban. Fits together much nicer with the Nurgling green. I can't not use Nurgling green in one of my Nurgle paint jobs, though. It would be a shame. War crime. I suppose. That's what Slaanesh is all about. The only Chaos Gods that I actually think are pretty cool are Nurgle and Zenek. Nurgle and Zenek are always at each other's throats, though. They really do not like each other. Like they're siblings that are always at each other's throats. Zenek just seems pretty petty, though. Trying to peeve Nurgle off as much as possible. Nurgle is a pretty patient grandpa, but you know, even the god of corruption has his own moments of irritation. Zenek is the god of manipulation and like knowledge and fate. Zenek is actually spelled really differently. It's like TzeenTch, I think. It is quite a crazy spelling for something pronounced as Zenek. But yeah, he's the god of fate. He's like a bird, like a big wise bird. Oh, I think I spelled it right. Gimblets is getting painted, and he looks pretty good so far. with Cabalite green as my base, and now I'm doing Nurgle green as my secondary, which I think looks pretty cool together. Get that lively green on the back, and this more gross green on the front. I probably would have done this yesterday if I would have remembered that the Super Bowl's tonight. I don't know how many of you guys watch football. I know I don't because, I'm obviously down here. Easy does it. There we go. Okay, cool. I think I got the majority of the front done, if not all of it. Making sure I don't miss any spots. I do that sometimes. I'm too into it. I will miss patches. I'll have to come back and do it later, which isn't awful, but I don't imagine you guys want to watch me struggle like that. I can see it, Gracie Shrek. I was thinking of doing the purple up here. I could do like a purple or a yellow. I was thinking of doing like a purple or a yellow for the tentacles. Definitely purple inside the maw. And Gracie Shrek, this is a Beast of Nurgle, a Warhammer Age of Sigmar /40k model. I decided to do this for my return just to kind of show my audience something that I'm passionate about, building and painting models. It's just a fun little thing we like to do. I'm not going to make this a continuous series unless the fans want it, but I just wanted to show you guys what I am passionate about. Do a little change of pace. If you guys do end up liking it, we could do it like maybe once every month or so. We could just spend a weekend building and painting a model together, customizing it, and choosing paint jobs. Because I'm always open to suggestion. I'd have to get up and grab myself a tissue real quick. I hate to keep snuffling on you guys. I realize that might be awfully rude of me. I do not want to be rude to my viewers. All right, he's coming along nicely. Doors? Not sure if I'm familiar with that. All right, maybe I will search it up. Do that soon. I think we're almost done with the secondary coat. And then we're going to move on to finer details. Actually, first let's do the tentacles and then we can do finer details. Just do a little bit more so I can get in those nooks and crannies, kind of flood it. Get it? Ocean flood. Ha ha ha. Aren't I being silly? Ha ha ha. Just the end of the tail here. Almost done. Getting extra careful because I don't want to accidentally get paint on the wrong color or area. I'm glad that today's a good day for you. It's been an all right day for me too. Pretty slow, but not bad. All right, now that we have all our nurdling green down, we do the edges real quick with a little bit more of Cavalite. After I do that, let's close that so it does not dry out. Paintbrush is upside down. Lame. Perhaps even a bit embarrassing. Certainly would be embarrassing. Just a spot somewhere. Just only a matter of where and how. Okay, I think we are good. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to do this. So stubborn to take paint. And we are good, I believe. All right, here we go. Like a little snail trail. Be a good idea. Maybe I could like paint it on the back. A little. I could use like Bealton green or actually Sons of Horus green. Maybe that mixed with some Screaming Skull might look pretty cool. Okay, let's do the tentacles. Do you guys want yellow or purple tentacles? You guys cast your votes down in the chat. I'm gonna go grab a tissue. So stop sniffling on you guys. All right, I have returned. All right, we have lots of purple votes. So let's do that. Let's close up Cabalite. Let us open up Xerius Purple. Oops, finger. Okay. Xerius Purple, here we go. Used a lot of Xerius Purple. My more popular colors. All right, Porp it is. I could do yellow too if you guys like. Because there are like little pustules on the tentacles. Maybe I could do yellow on the pustules themselves. There we go. Yellow it is. It's gonna be hard to paint all these tentacles because I gotta get behind them to a certain extent. Perfect. That right up on the edge without crossing borders. Thank you, Ultra. I'm glad that you think it looks all right. I think it's looking all right too. After I get a little bit more of the tentacles done, I'll turn it around and show you guys what I've been doing so far. Might have to switch to just a larger brush in a second. Just so I can kind of wrap around edges ever so slightly. Okay. I'm going to do the little details first. So then I can just kind of come in with a big brush and wipe out all the gray zones. And then it will look epic. Alright. Little nooks and crannies are the hardest part. You just gotta angle the brush right so you can get the areas, but you also don't want to get the other paint zones. Like to call. I do not know what a Dorse is, to be honest. But I am painting a Warhammer model, a Beast of Nurgle. And we are having a grand old time doing it, I hope. No, I am. Alright, I'm gonna get a bigger brush. Let's use this one. It's not too much bigger, but is big enough to help get the job done. Well, I'm glad you do Stormcloak Guard. I have a great time doing it. Having people listen to my already existing commentary while I do this stuff is pretty cool. I like having your guys' input on it too. It's a lot of fun when you have people to listen or give suggestions to how things could look, what colors we could use, the fun type of stuff. All the good deets. I think that's how you say it. Deets. Details. Purple. Good old Zarius purple, making it look quite spooky and possibly gross. Then again, that is the intention. All right, $19 Fortnite car. Who wants it? You know what you gotta do. Leave a comment. Share, share, share. Made a TikTok account just so I could follow that guy, Mr. Block You. He really hates trolls. Like it's gotten to the point where he doesn't want people liking his videos anymore because he sees it as spam liking. Um, so like he'll get a ton of notifications, even though I'm pretty sure he could just go into his settings and like turn off like notifications from getting your videos liked. I don't know how that website or platform works, but I'm pretty sure that's a possibility. I don't play Fortnite either, and I never have. Hope to keep it that way. As I find that game awfully silly. I think I got the main parts a-okay. I think I just got a notification from Mr. Block You just now. Okay, back to Little Brush. Let's clean this one off, of course. Drop a comment. Share, share, share. Another 19. And yes, I'm giving it away. Hard getting under the tentacles. Tricky. Very, very tricky. Think It most certainly is a beast of Nurgle. Gimplets the Glutton Gut. He's our precious pal. All right. I have achieved purple. Let's do the tongue purple too, because why not? That too looks like a tentacle. Ooh, don't want to drop you. Usually they're gimplets. I just managed to do a pro move and get the tongue inside of the mouth without touching any of the other paint. I think I did. Oh, that feels pretty gnarly. Does indeed make me feel pretty swag about my painting skills. Swag on. That is true. I'm just chilling. Perfect. Ooh, little spot right there. There we go. Don't you look dashing? You do. You look quite dashing, Mr. Gimblets. Okie dokie. Let's go with. Should we do yellow or red first? Yeller. We can do yellers. We'll break out my Everland Sunset, which is quite a pretty color. But it also makes for pretty good grotesque growths. Make sure I got it all. To cross contaminate my paint. I get quite nervous about that. Here's what we have Jimblets looking like so far. I think he's looking pretty swag. Next, we're going to be doing yellow for like the growths all over his body and tentacles. And then red for like the cuts and lesions and the mouth and the gums of his mouth as well. And then we'll finally move on to Screaming Skull for the horn, teeth, and nails. I've been in a mini painting for a little under a year now, I believe. Maybe a little over. Kind of lost track of time ever since quarantine started. I got into them a little bit before quarantine. All right, so let's close Azaria's purple. Over there. Put you down for a moment. I paint Warhammer minis. I have an army of Nurgle that I have been growing and building and painting. That is all I have, basically. I've just been expanding that army for as long as I've started this, to be honest. Got to be quite careful because there are lots of teeny, tiny bumps. Be careful. There's a lot of them. Missed a spot on the purple. Missed a couple spots on the purple. I'm a fiend. Let's just grab that brush again. Crack back open the Zarius just super quick. Miss a spot. I'm trying to start on something else. It happens though. Happens with me a lot though. All part of the process. I thought I did a good job on the tentacles, and here I am finding just more and more spots I've missed. How embarrassing. This time I think I got it. Yep. I was thinking of continuing to use yellow for the belly stuff because I honestly don't have like a grayish more color. I do have a dark gray, but that is literally the exact same color as the base color, like the default gray that the models look like when before you paint them. It is the exact same. I could do white. I have Screaming the Skull, which is pretty pus-like. All right, that brush is now clean once more. So now we can continue on the yellow. Dry it ever so slightly. Let's open back this sunset. The sunset. The branding of a Nurgle. I just want to get that I am wanting to make this dude look as excellent as possible. Gently. Okay, he's looking good. Hunting the Thalmor, huh? Well, I'm glad you find it relaxing. I know I do. It's my way to calm my mind and get things sorted out. And I enjoy doing it with my fishy friends. Good and healthy way to unwind. A little bit. All my homies hate the Thalmor. They're very nice. Just be kind to everybody. Try to be. It's my motto for life. It might not always work, but the important part is that you try. Trying is, in my opinion, the most important part. Others can see you try. It means you are doing something right. Painting Gimplets Clot and Gut all the live long day. Oops. If everybody had a nice weekend, or is continuing to do so. I know it is Sunday where I am. Comfy Sunday night. Booking a pizza. I don't know. It's a pretty nice way to live life. I certainly would love a book and a pizza. Sometimes like to steady my brush on the side of my face so I can get the parts that I need to get just right. Bioshock 1. Nice. Good ending. Tonight I need to work on a paper. My final paper for high school. And then free. I'm gonna do that while listening to a podcast or something. Maybe listen to some music. Some good old Louis Prima. Listening to a lot lately. King of Swing. Oh, that's cool. Heard that was a cool game. Well, I'm glad you do. I sure love vibing to Louis Prima along with anybody who wants to. Music always reminds me of Jungle Book because he is King Louis. He's king of the swingers. It's a fun little play on words because he was considered the king of swing music. So he was also a monkey. That was a silly little play on. I wish they remastered more of Louis Prima's stuff. He has a lot of good songs. Still grateful that they remastered my favorite songs from him though. Pennies from Heaven, Angelina, Just a Gigolo, all the good stuff. We're making excellent progress, guys. At least I think we are. Just takes a long time to do these little yellow pustules on the tentacles. A lot of them. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. I like that. I appreciate your input on that, Lucid Boar and Stormcloak Guard. A big fan of how this is turning out. Yo, Mama. Thank you, Llama Hawk. I appreciate your contribution. Got most of the pustules down. At least the most prominent one. Oh, here's one. Here's another. Okay. The tentacle pustules are all done. Now let's do some of the other ones. Probably gonna have to go over the other ones again because some of them are by the mouth. Knowing me, I get a little bit messy. End up needing to redo some of it. Woo! Woo indeed, Stormcloak Guard. We are vibing. We have our eye on our bag. We are built different. 100% salt water. We built different. 50% salt water, 50% swag. On our grind. Here on the Ocean Mike YT channel. Don't hate on us. We are on our grind. Doopy doo. I wanna be like you. I think this might turn out to be my best paint job. So far, it is looking awfully snazzy. I'm very proud of craftsmanship today. Just going surprisingly well. Let's see if there are any more big pustules, the big ones. There's one. And there's another. Okay. Salt into swag, huh? Suppose you can do anything if you really try. Because we are on our grind. We have our swag on. Sure, I didn't miss any notable pustules. I think I found a good way to get some pustules. Get the ends of the tentacles yellow. I want gimblets to be built different. Surprised we still have 6 viewers. A lot of people clock out. This can be kind of dull to some folks, not all. Right. Pretty sure that's all the pustules on them. Oh, the hidden one. Need a little bit more paint though. Found you. You sneaky. You real sneaky. All right. We're looking pretty swag, guys. Pretty swag. Yeah, based indeed. On our grind. Stormcloak guard has his eye on his bag. Stormcloak guard is built different. Base coat of paint. I see what you did there, and I liked it. All right, let's get that red in. Red for the eye, for the mouth, and the wounds. The wound. The moon. Girls, I need to steal the moon. I see it on the toilet. The wounds. Red is looking pretty swag for our pal Chimplets. Of course, he's our pal. Chimplets Glutton. Friend to all. When you get sick, just think of Gimplets. Probably his fault. Hello, Mira Solito. We are painting Gimplets Glutton Gut, the newest addition to the Nurgle army. I think I might need to paint over some of the yellow pustules that are on the edge of the mouth, just so I can get more of the details on the other sides. It'll look better in the end. A little bit of rework will be helpful in the long run. Oblivion Daedra. I'm pretty sure that is. There's. Is that Namira? Or there's the other dude. The dude who Kesh worships. I can remember Kesh, but I can't remember the actual name of the Daedra. Who's the other dude? The dude who owned the afflicted and gave you the spellbreaker. That dude. Perriite. Can never remember his name. Sorry to all the Perriite fans out there. I can remember all the other ones. Molag and Sheogorath, Chigalag, the Forgotten One, Never Life Period. All right. And while we're giving that mouth time to dry, I'm gonna paint in some of the wounds in red and yuckiness. Any movie recommendations? What type of movie you're looking for? Action, adventure, spooky? Watched a lot of spooky movies in my time. What little time that is, to be honest. Skyrim indeed, Mira. Pretty crazy, Lucid. Cool stuff. This red looks really nice on the green, to be honest. You hate the Daedra? Hmm. I'm honestly a pretty big Daedra fan. They're pretty cool to me. I like Gigalag the most. Too powerful for the other ones, so they had to gang up on him. They cursed him to be insane, aka they made him Sheogorath. Sheogorath is Gigalag. Surprise! I mean, Sovngarde's cool and all, but if you're the Dragonborn, then you can still go. Birthright. Plus, you know where the portal is and all that, so you can just go there anytime. Crazy looking legions. There's all sorts of them all over. Dark Souls game. I've never played Dark Souls either. Skyrim? Yes. Way too many hours in Skyrim. Any other game? Probably not. Uncle Murphy, I am painting a beast of Nurgle, making him look as handsome as possible. Of course. Name him Gimplets. The Glutton Gut. And welcome back, Murphy. It is true. It has been a while, hasn't it? So it's good to see you, though. Check that in a second. Busy. We are on our grind. Guys, we have our eye on our bag. That'd be pretty cool, Lucid, not gonna lie. But I don't know. I mean, Talos looks like he only has one head. My favorite Dager will always be Clavicus. Good old Clavicus Vile. Him and his counterweight, as I like to call him, Bobus, the witty dog. Barbus is a good boy. I never go for the woeful axe. It's a crappy weapon. Might have good damage, but it swings so slowly. Care if the wolf axe looks really cool. Oh, two mines. Oh, that's more possible, I guess. I don't know though. Anything's possible in the world of Skyrim. Sorry, guys, just a second. All right. Just a quick second. After I paint the eye and one in the last two lesions, I am going to need to go up. Just for a second. Eye red. Okay. All right, we're almost done. We're doing very well. That's the only reason why you wanted to play. I always get invested in the game again so I can like pretend that I'm like a Daedric champion before I actually start playing. Play that fun part, I guess. That's just me though. Triplets looking pretty swim. All right, I'll be back super duper quick, guys. After I finish cleaning off my brush. After I finish cleaning off my brush, all we have to do is just go in with Screaming Skull and then to do the teeth and then and the horn. And then after that, I'm just going to go over the pustules around the mouth again because I had to paint over them a little bit so I can make the mouth look nice. Gimplets does look very nice and pleasant. As disgusting and vile as all the Nurgle creatures look, they're actually all very strangely jovial. They're always trying to sing and be cheerful. It's kind of unsettling, but at the same time, you got to appreciate the attitude. They are on their grind, spreading positivity through the form of disease and famine. Quick, I'm going to scrape off the dried paint around the edges of the brush. Bad habit that I do. Or not a bad habit, it's actually a pretty good habit. But I always do it when I see it so I don't forget later, because I always forget later. So I just got to stay on my grind. Giblets is from Warhammer Age of Sigmar and 40k. Because he's compatible with both as he's a demon, I'm pretty sure. Alright, be right back. Night. And we're back. No, don't post freshwater fish, you heathen, you heretic. How could you? My own staff turning against me. Alright, let's get in with the Screaming Skull. Let's finish off strong. I need more Screaming Skull, to be honest. I would call him a seether now, wouldn't I? Right. Very careful. Horn. Edge. Your knees? I don't know. Posting freshwater fish. Can't believe it. This is ocean Mike, not Lake Mike. All right. We're doing pretty swag. Very, very swag. Gotta respect the grind, guys. The grind. He's looking very handsome. Aren't you, Mr. Gimplets? One and only glutton gut. Horn? Check. The horn be looking fine. He be so fine. His day be so fine, then boom. Screaming skull. It's kind of hard to tell where they stop and where they end on the bottom side. I'll figure it out. I always do. Here we go, Gimplets. Warhammer does have video games, but pretty sure it was miniature painting first. The board game, actually. Tabletop. You paint all these models as your troops, and you set up this really cool board that you can customize and set up spots throughout the Warhammer world. Create large wars with other people. Only done a skirmish with a unit of Nurgle demons. It was a lot of fun. Did it with a couple of my pals. It's a little bit like D&D, but it's more like a war simulator type board game thing. It's not based off of campaigns usually. You technically can like just recreate like an entire war, but you mainly just play it as like objective, like protecting the objective type things. At least from what I've seen, it's more battle based than campaign. Some people do it though. It just takes a long time and usually more session based, like D&D. But you need a lot more models, as you know, you're building an army instead of just a select few encounters. Teeth, little mouth. Tricky, because the teeth on the little mouth are so tiny. I think I did a good job. Now we can move on to the teeth on the big mouth, and then after that, we'll touch up, and then we'll be done. Awesome. We are swagging big time. On our back. Okay. Now we finish up. Close your big skull real quick. Make sure the rest of those are closed nice and tight. Now pop open the yellow one more time so we can get our swag on once and for all. One down. Get those other couple down right here. A little bunch of them. Sick. Missed that. There. Two more right. A couple more. Some swag. Okay. Ooh. Missed a couple pustules completely. Can't let him go without making sure all his swag is intact. Shucks, actually missed like all sorts of stuff with Screaming Skull. Aren't I silly? I usually go rogue in D&D, to be honest. Rogue or ranger. I've played a lot of tiefling rogues, arcane trickster, the new playtest guy, soul dagger. Yeah, I usually tend to go dexterity based characters, to be honest. It's just how I roll. Being able to do things with finesse or sauce. Okay, almost done. There's just a little trail of spikes that I didn't remember to paint. I saw them as I was checking everything out. The all's not lost. Fear not. Fear not. To keep his swag intact, his pride, his game. Almost done. Big and tough races. Orcs, half orcs, loxodons. The loxodons are actually usually pretty peaceful. What else? Minotaurs. What else? Humans can be dragonborn, basically like humanoid dragons. Bugbears, hobgoblins. Orc and half orcs are pretty popular for like barbarians or yeah, that type of guys. Minotaurs make the best paladins. I will tell you right now, best paladins and fighters. At least when I played, they do. I made a Minotaur Paladin, and man, he was unstoppable. It was a lot of fun to play as too. Your horns as a natural weapon and gouge enemies. Oh, golem things. Warforged. Warforged. I think that might be what you're thinking of. Warforged are really cool. They're like these. They're sentient machines. They're basically like a medieval mech, human sized, but they're pretty cool. The half angels, yeah, the Asamirs, they're pretty cool. They make good paladins as well. Yeah, you could be a fallen Asamir if you want to be more like a demon. Tieflings are like they're like imps. They're human, like they're humans, except they have like horns and like an imp tail and different colored skins. And they have like a certain ability based off of what um, faction of demon you're based on. When I played my last tiefling, I went as an Aboleth tiefling, which means that instead of having like hellish resistance, so like I'm fireproof, or not fireproof, but like fire resistant and that type of stuff, I instead can breathe underwater, and I have like I can form psychic links with people because communicating underwater, so I could do that instead. Oh, you're talking about like trolls and ogres type of guys. Yeah, orcs are a lot like that. There's furbolgs. They're like these really big dudes. Oh, you could also be a Goliath. Goliaths are a lot like that. They're basically like small giants, like mountain folk. They're pretty gnarly though. Furbolgs make for good clerics though. They're like forest giants, mini forest giants. You could go to dndbeyond.com and they have like all the races with pictures and stuff all in a neat organized page. That's where I always go just to see the races. You have to pay for other stuff, but like people have PDFs all over the place. So just look at the races, and if you see one that interests you on the website, just Google it somewhere else. So you don't have to waste money on that. You didn't hear it from me though. I'm not getting sued. All right. right. We are done. We did it, guys. Gimblets is my best paint job. I'm pretty sure. It looks like my best paint job I've ever done. I'm very proud of him. Here we are. Post better pictures of him in the Discord. Here is the finished product of our good son. Here's good old Gimblets the Glutton Gut. Close my paints while I'm thinking about it. Screaming Skull and Sunset. Nerd will be praised. All hail the Ur Father. I'm glad you guys like it. Made some great contributions from our fishy friends in the chat. And we come up with some great colors. Looking swag. Very handsome. All right. Well, I'm going to get this all cleaned up. So, hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I had a lot of fun doing this. And Gimblets and I, along with Big Blue Fish, who's off to my side here, you can see the edge of him. There's his ever-watching eye. Yes, we can most certainly can do a D&D. I have one actually completely set up, but I forgot to do it. It is all ocean-based. I have encounters and everything set up. So if anybody wants to do that, just ping me in the server so I actually remember to do it. I have a D&D Beyond all set up, to be honest. So, good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like always, feel free to leave suggestions because we'll be getting back to regular or somewhat regular schedule soon. So, talk to you guys in the Discord. Have a good rest of your night and see you later, fishy friends.